Have you ever wondered what color does the rain smell like? Or what color does the coffee smell like? Or what color does the letter A feel like? Did you say red? Chances are you might have synesthesia. In a study conducted in 2013 which involved a group of participants, most of the participants were likely to choose the color red. And this is because of the phenomenon synesthesia. In this episode of Mind Blown, we are going to be exploring the topic of synesthesia, a secret power you might just have. The Oscar-winning animated film Ratatouille has a specific sequence that shows synesthesia.
Oh, Cousteau was right. Oh, yeah. Oh, amazing. Each flavor was totally unique. But combine one flavor with another, and something new was created.
This sequence that you just saw was animated by Michael Gagne. And Brad Bird specifically chose Michael Gagne because he was a synesthete. So Michael Gagne could basically taste colors when he ate food. And this synesthesia is called as taste color synesthesia. And there are over 150 different types of synesthetes identified by scientists. Now, what does this phenomenon even mean? Synesthesia, and the meaning of synesthesia is within the word itself. Syn meaning many, and esthesia meaning feelings. So basically, synesthesia is the crossover of different sensations in different parts of your brain. Synesthesia occurs because of many factors. We're going to be discussing 3 of them. And it is said that 1 in 25 people have synesthesia. But I think that might not just be true. And you could also have it. So let's understand neural pruning. When you're just an infant, a baby, your brain has so many different network connections across all the regions of the brain. So this is known as exuberant synaptogenesis, which means that all your neurons, which is basically made up of different cells, are connected with a portion called synapse. And you have these synapses all across your brain. Let us take a look at what the brain actually looks like and understand its parts. So here you have the brain with different portions responsible for different functions, which is sensory functions, which is language, smell, taste, visual. So all of these senses are basically segregated into different portions of your brain. So as you grow up, these synapses between your neural networks is cut, which is called as pruning, just how a gardener would prune your bushes. Neural pruning leads you to have lesser synesthesia as you grow up. In fact, infants have 3 times more neural synapses than we adults do. The second factor is known as learned association theory. It's a very common theory that everyone has heard of. So what basically you do in your childhood is that you associate certain things with certain other things. An apple is red, or the apple A, that the letter A reminds you of red. So these theories that you might have heard during your childhood later built up and caused you to have synesthesia. There are many arguments saying that this is not really synesthesia because this is basically just remembering your memories. There are also other people who believe that learned association theory may play a significant role in synesthesia. Now we talk about something known as mirror neurons. Mirror neurons are basically neural networks inside your head, which actually has helped you in evolution. So as primates and as monkeys, we have evolved into man and women because of mirror neurons. So what it asks you to do is basically copy some other person. And this particular phenomenon is present in children. Children basically learn and grow up with these mirror neurons. So what it does is that they try to mimic their parents or the people that they see in order to do a particular task. And that is how mirror neurons have helped us to evolve around the years. Now, mirror neurons are responsible for a certain kind of synesthesia. We'll be talking about it later, which is called as mirror touch synesthesia. In order to test if you have grapheme color synesthesia, you could take a look at this. This is called the Stroop congruity effect. Each of these words are written in a different color than the associated word. Now I'm going to give you 20 seconds and you are supposed to be reading these words for their color rather than their verbal language. Did you have difficulty while reading out the colors of these words? Then you might have color grapheme synesthesia. Let's move on to the next type of synesthesia, chromesthesia. And I think this would be my favorite type of synesthesia because there are so many celebrities and artists who have this condition, like Billie Eilish, Olivia Rodrigo, and even Beyonce. One of the most important or the most significant projects from this chromesthesia is the Vasily-Kandinsky project. Vasily Kandinsky was a world-famous painter and a great music admirer. The Google Arts and Culture team developed a project called the Vasily-Kandinsky project. This is the project that intended to show what Vasily Kandinsky might have felt or seen while hearing to the particular composition. Each color of this painting represents a sound which Kandinsky visualized as the color. We have the third type of synesthesia, which is called as the mirror touch synesthesia. If you have mirror touch synesthesia, you can feel what the other person feels. For example, walking across your hall and you see a person stub their toe on a piece of furniture and you immediately feel that sensation in your same toe. So this is called as mirror touch synesthesia, and many people might also call it sympathy pains. Installation art is another intersection where synesthesia comes up. Installation arts are the peak of synesthetic arts because when you walk into a room that is so decorated to send a certain specific message, that particular installation art works with different sensory organs inside your brain and create the feeling. So installation arts have been explored across different people. Famous architects like Olafur Eliasson uses the concepts of synesthesia and integrates it into his project to create stunning designs. Installation art uses many elements like your visual sense, your olfactory senses, or your taste even to create a message. So Olafur Eliasson has created multiple projects like the Weather Project, which had a group of people visit a huge hall turbine. In this weather project, he used elements of nature such as colors and light and heat to mimic us an actual sun. And this in turn invoked certain sensations in people, and ultimately by the end of the project, everyone who visited this installation kind of mirrored the effects of mirror synesthesia. Everyone started to behave similarly. There is a theory which says that in order for you to qualify as a synesthete, you're supposed to be processing both the information simultaneously, which means that if you hear a rock metal concert and you smell cheese, there should be no time delay between these two information. So you should be smelling the cheese as you hear the concert. And this relay of information should remain same even after a day, a week, a month, or even a decade. And your information association should be totally involuntary. It is not that you're thinking about the music and then you smell the cheese. It happens at the same time. To all my fellow learners, explorers, and creators out there, know that your brain is capable of so much more, with synesthesia opening new ways to perceive our world. This is your host Midhu on Mind Blown. Until next time, stay curious.